What's up, everybody? This is Light here, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of token sales. And when I look at my performance at the last crypto cycle, and I did really good, by the way, my portfolio went thousands of percentages up. But one of the mistakes that I did because I was too arrogant was that I did not invest in token sales because the money-making methods that I was already using were really good. So I felt like I don't need to do token sales because I'm already doing good. But that was a mistake. So I didn't invest in any centralized nor decentralized sales at that time period in the cycle. And this is something that I have changed from last year onwards, basically. Because when you look at the performance of CoinList projects, for example, Solana and Flow, these went crazy multipliers. Even the worst projects on this website went like 3 to 6x. So you just had to really find a way to pick out the quality projects from the trash. That's not something that you necessarily can understand in the very beginning. If you're entering into crypto, it comes out with experience, obviously, but there are obvious tells when it comes to like what is a quality project. It's about the presentation of the website, it is the white paper, it is the documentation, it is the audits, it is the team, and their like portfolios and like social media profiles and etc. There are many ways to investigate and find out like what is good and what is not good. And I think there's also like one of the most easiest ways to find out is obviously, are they launching a project which is already like super oversaturated, like a game free project or something, like something to do with metaverse today. Like I wouldn't invest in any metaverse project as of right now unless it was from an already established gaming studio. Now I have picked out 3 projects. 2 of them are having a sale right now, and one of them is going to be having a sale soon. And as I already said, you know, there are dangers in all of these investments, so please do your own research as well. So first project is Crypto GPT, and this is basically an AI project which are building out the ZK layer 2, and they are building out these applications which are going to be collecting AI data, and that data is basically sold out later, and you're going to be earning from your own data. And there's like developer kits and different things like that, and all of these basically play into this whole ecosystem. AI is really hot right now. I don't think it's oversaturated yet, and it doesn't really have a lot of quality projects yet which have taken out the market. I think the website also does a very good explanation about what they are doing here and what they're going to be collecting: apps, fitness, dating, games, education, and that data has obviously always value, and that value can be sold to other companies who actually need that data. Or you can build out applications out of that data as well. There are many different use cases for this AI stuff. And they're going to be releasing an application soon for this. And this project we're going to be looking into is going to be actually launching on a pretty reputable platform already. So that's a good thing. And that's the SDK what I talked about. So there's like people can basically get in and start building out stuff on this thing. And let's look at a bit of the, here they talk about the market data here, like, you know, Google's data business is $1 trillion industry. That's why Google doesn't pay us for the data that they're stealing from us. And that's going to be changing because players are going to be entering this space, which are going to be paying us for the data. And that's been already a trend in the whole space right now. The CEO team, I don't necessarily like that there's a female CEO. It's not a very bullish thing. I can't really name any big projects right now in top 100 of crypto which have female CEOs. But then again, the technology and other people here are male, so that's pretty good. So even though I don't know much about these people, they do have LinkedIn profiles, and I do actually went through most of them, and they seem to be totally fine and working. Now let's go into the actual sale right now, which is happening through DAO Maker. And this is a good platform. I think they launched back in 2019 or something. I remember like featuring one of their like initial airdrops or something. And this is going to be the public phase. The private phase has already happened. And there's not going to be an exact date when this sale is going to end. But it has started in, believe 2 weeks ago, I believe in 14th of February, if I recall right. This part, there's 2 different sales. One is going to be bought with the DAO token, and whatever is going to be with BUSD, which is kind of sketchy position right now, as I kind of made a post yesterday about the current situation with Binance. So that's a bit annoying that there's not a USDT option here, but whatever. It's going to be launching on Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. Generally, if people would come to ask me about releasing on Binance Smart Chain, I would be very bearish about it. So I don't invest in any projects that are native to Binance Smart Chain. because they're usually horrible, but this is luckily on Ethereum as well. So it's going to be launching on Uniswap as in like PancakeSwap and all the other dexes on there. The valuation of the project is only 15 million. So it's not actually too bad. It's not even top 100. I think the lowest is probably 10 million or something. I can't remember right now. That's the initial market cap. And this is obviously the most important, or one of the most important things. It's obviously the unlocking period here. That's what we're interested in. So 10% are going to be at the token generation event. So you can basically sell 10% of your funds at the launch of this token. That's a good thing, given to the fact that there are a lot of projects which lock most of them, very after. So after the launch, you're going to be waiting for 90 days and then 4.5% after that. So that is 90 days plus 20 months. So every month, 4.5%. And one of the things I should have said in the beginning, obviously, what is important is when is the token sale going to be happening and when the launch is going to be happening. And obviously, if like the vesting would like continue to like 26 or 27, for example, that would be a bearish thing for me because that's bear market territory. I wouldn't want to have a token that is going to be launching at the next bear market. So that's an important thing. When is going to be the vesting happening? And also I like this because this will, at least in my case, I won't be selling everything at the beginning. So I will probably make more money by this. So these are pretty good. Let me see actually the sale price. And I think they're selling at the 2-cent valuation. And you have to actually participate in this by... that you will have to have $500 in your wallet in order to be accepted for the sale. So I understand that some people don't have that much money. It doesn't mean you have to invest on $500. You just need to hold $500. And I believe the minimum is $150. I'm pretty sure that the KYC is not a requirement for this sale specifically, but we're going to figure that out later. And basically, you can increase by referring people and doing Twitter follows and different things like that. So you can get your score up by bringing people in. And obviously, I hope that some people watching this video will use my link down below, also to get my thing up. So overall, I think transparent team. Project has been in making for some time. They are working on a niche that's not super oversaturated, and I don't think there's any other project that is doing exactly one-to-one that they are doing. So the DAO maker, the chat GPT, the crypto GPT is definitely something that I want to participate, and I'm going to be participating on the BUSD, and here are the terms of it. Let's see if we can find actually the actual sale numbers, and you have to sign up with your MetaMask. It will be need a MetaMask for this sale here. And okay, I think this goes back into the whole calculation element here again, which we just showed you. But I think this is a decent investment. The valuation is not super high at the beginning, which would take the price of the token just like down to the gutter at the very beginning. So this is something that I like, and also do want to say that DAO Maker is pretty trustworthy as a platform. So that's also a massive, bonus. Next up, we have Minima, and this is basically a mobile native layer 1 blockchain. I think I don't think even it's working based on the EVM, based on what I was able to find about it. And it's currently having one of its pre-sale phases right now, and we're going to be talking about the price in a second. There's a lot of documentation. There's GitHub, Twitter, YouTube, Substack, and all these other informations. The team, I was able to dig their profiles, but they're not listed on the website, which is, it's not sus, but it's something that I fundamentally, there's actually like a really cool video. So I think when I look at like video presentations about their projects, these are important to me, like laying out what they're actually building out here, and like what is the level of quality here. And obviously it's possible that some people just do very good videos, but the project otherwise is shit. But there's not exactly many blockchains that are just building out this system of like, oh, it's going to be mobile only. So the idea that every phone is going to be able to be their own node and everything is actually a very interesting idea to me. And there isn't really that many. We had kind of like Electronium, and we had P, which still hasn't launched, by the way. So I think there's a lot of room for these mobile-based things, and these guys have been in the works since 2019. There are a lot of nodes already running around all around the world. There's already documentations for the node for different Mac and Linux and Android, Linux, Android, and Mac. So that's a very good thing. And they are already like a big capital investors here, like blockchain co-investors is pretty big. So I kind of like what they're doing here. And there's like updates. There's different things here. Looking that this is not some sham. Now let's go into the actual sale. There is some type of restriction here. I don't know if this applies in the buying with MetaMask, FYI. So, but there is also bank payments here, which is good. So, our Visa or MasterCard and SEPA. Now, right now, the valuation is, the $50 with this one is the minimum right now. And the maximum amount is 100K. And where was the page? I think I had it here. Already stored. No, not that one. Not that one. Where was the... There we go. So there's a bit of a pre-sale. Okay, this was working just a while ago. Hopefully it's back again. Well, basically, this is the second phase of the sale. So there has been already people who have already bought in phase 1. Okay, so there's the tranches. And this is kind of going into all the important mathematical data here. So we'll be getting these wrapped Minima tokens, which are going to be on Ethereum, which is a very good thing. And 60% of the supply is going to be allocated for the public category, which is good. So here we can see the prices. Okay, so we are right now at tranche 2. You're getting to buy at 24 cents. Next one is going to be 27 cents. And the last one is going to be at 30 cents, which I don't know if these ends. This is actually 28. I don't know why. Maybe they need to allocate more money before they're going to be moving into the next one. But fundamentally, it's important that you don't buy at the last one, though. You don't want to buy at this price. Now, there were people who got into the private sale, and they got a really, I think that some of them got to buy at, so these were really low prices, okay, for the seed and the private. These were sales that were done back in 2019 or something. But they're not able to dump everything at the launch, but this is a significant, this is 20 times lower. I don't see allocating, I think there was maybe in the beginning how much was actually given to the private sector. Well, here you can see a 2.4%, so not a big chunk here is actually on those private things. But that's a bit of a risk factor in this, but you have to think about it. Okay, are these going to be guys dumping really hard on them? And maybe the price of the coin could go to 40 cents and everything, but that's a very big gap between the private seed and the actual the private sale of the token. So you got to be really careful about that. But I think the project is kind of unique, so I'm still going to be allocating something, maybe $500. I don't know yet. Now, the last project on this list is the Republic Node, and this is by the Republic platform, which is very established, very reputable, very trustworthy project. So if you want to be the most secure investment out of the 3 today, this is the one to go with. Now, these obviously will have some form of region blocks, to my understanding. Another project that we featured from Republic earlier was the Oasis, which I did feature on this channel couple of times in the past, and I haven't obviously gotten my tokens yet, but it's already 3 times up from I think we got to buy at 3 cents, and right now it's sitting 8 cents or something like that. So it has performed really well so far, given to the bear market circumstances. Now, the Republic node is going to be issued on Algorand, which is probably the most bearish factor about this project, because Algorand is total shit chain. I mean, this has got one of their wallets just got hacked. and they just been dumping and everything. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that it's on Algorand because fundamentally that's not related to the tokenomics of the Republic. So this is gonna be very, very bought. So this is the revenue of this like whole platform right now. I think there's gonna be a lot more growth on these micro investment platforms like Republic in the future, on the crypto side and also on the fiat side. And basically this is a very simple thing. Projects launch things on this platform and Republic will make revenue based on the agreements that were done. And that revenue is split with the token holders. So that's very bullish. That's very bullish. And here are some of the projects that have been launched. You know, it's a big thing. I mean, we are not guaranteed to get into even to the sale, but I'm hoping I will. Now, and we don't know the exact date. I probably assume soon. And so basically dividends. So once they have reached $2 million, they're going to be distributing all that $2 million into the token holders of 800 million Republic notes. And the price of the note is going to be 0.12. And 30%, 300 million are going to be circulating at launch. And the total supply is 800 million. I ran the mathematics of that, and it's roughly somewhere on top 100, you know, in terms of its full market cap at that price. And it obviously can go much further. And this is really because it's just like dividends. So if the APY even is 20% or something like that, and just like we look, you know, let's go back into, yes, that's pretty much it. So it's not a really big pitch about, it's a very simple concept, guys. But look at this growth metric here, from 1.1 million to 120 million. So 10 times up in 4 years. And from there, it basically went, well, another 10 times in 6 years. So I think we can assume like here on the yearly growth, it's going to be just going more and more up. 1.5 billion investments. So there's going to be a lot more revenue coming in. I mean, and that's just going to be, I think there's going to be a lot more regulation, which is going to be allowing people to do these micro investments and getting all these normies getting to investing all types of different projects which are going to be launched here. But it could be also flooded with absolute bullshit in the future, like Kickstarter. But the truth of the matter is, this is a very good value proposition. I think Republic has launched successful projects. I wasn't really able to find any data like how many of the projects launched on Republic are actually ended up being profitable, but it's something I'm very interested in right now, and all the projects that they have been involved in makes me very, very bullish about that they will be doing a lot of launches in the future, which are going to be also very profitable, and dividends for assets is really good. And that always, it's like dividend yielding assets are always going to be very highly valued. So even if the dividends are not high, we can assume that there might be 2-3x from its valuation. But that's pretty much my collection of these 3 projects. I want to do more of these, but the fundamental thing is like I don't really bother doing one just for one project. I like to feature many, so it's more like a balanced review, and there's actual options for you to choose from. And they are always launching more projects, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more of them launching in future, so I can pick out more of these videos. I would like to do this on a monthly basis, but there just isn't really that many high quality ones, and not all of them are private and public. So there's something like private deals which are offered to influencers only, or certain like investment groups and things like that. And you know, so there's different types of aspects to that. But if you have any questions and any advice or something like that, you can leave your comments in the comment section. But obviously we will be tracking these investments. I will be showing you all my investments that I've talked about on the channel, and we're going to be looking at like how they're going to be performing for the long run. And it's going to be exciting to see which ones will fail and which ones will do good. But I think these are actually very good standout projects, and that's why I'm investing in them. But thanks for watching, guys. See you soon on the next video. Cheers.